I'm Mark. I'm the website manager at the University of Newcastle. We have managed a team of 10 specialists across the UX, development, and design and project spaces. We're a very busy team. We service the entire university, which consists of around 500 trained web publishers. And we provide support from a technical point of view, support from a project perspective, and general guidance and support to the publishing community.
My name is Ruby Checkley. I am the Web Project Management Specialist in the web team at the University of Newcastle. I help to manage and oversee all of the projects that the web team works on for the university alongside Mark, and also our wider marketing and communications team. On a day-to-day level, I liaise with stakeholders in the web team to make sure that our projects and deliverables are hitting deadlines and meeting the stakeholder expectations.
So the audiences for our website are very diverse. It's not just students, prospective students. It's also alumni, it's industry, it's government, it's current staff. There's a very wide audience that accesses our university and the general community as well. So we really have to be very broad in how we attract and convert some of those audiences, but most importantly, how we engage with those audiences. So a lot of the project work that we do in particular is underpinned by a very heavy user experience layer, which involves getting out there and talking to those audiences to find out what their needs and wants are, and then feeding that back into the project work that we deliver. Those audiences have not changed significantly over time, but certainly the community side of things is very strong. The University of Newcastle holds an important and prestigious place in the Hunter community, and it's important that the community are along that journey with us, and they're allowed to provide input and receive a great customer experience, just like all of our other targeted groups.
I think also the way that it's changed and evolved is the website's had a much more broader presence as well, from holding events over the past couple of years during the pandemic to research facilities and promoting those, academics using the website to promote themselves and the research that they're doing. So I suppose there's been a lot more engagement in the website over the past 15 years as well, from a wider sense.
So the priorities for our website presence at the moment and over the next little while are really around enhancing that user experience. So we're looking at ways that we can make content more relevant to some of those audiences. And in saying that, one of the ways we're doing that is providing personalized content. So based on their browsing history or where they've come from, we're able to personalize the website specifically to those audiences. And we find that really plays an important role in increasing the relevance of the content on the site and helping with engagement.
So the University of Newcastle and Squiz have been working together for almost 15 years, which was a long time before my time at the university. And I suppose we moved into the Squiz space because we wanted a CMS platform that was easy to use and also involved our web publishing community. So Squiz really ticked the box in that regard. I think that how we've used the website has changed considerably over that time, and we've had to evolve with it, how people interact with the website, how we interact, how our community interacts with the website. We've had to include more functions and more components to be able to really adapt to the market expectation much more quickly. The user experience of our site has become much more important and a predominant focus as well, and we've had to adapt to that. The pandemic obviously changed the way that people interacted with the university, and I think that by having the flexibility and the input that Squiz has meant that we've been able to really shift, and we've worked with Squiz on some really big projects around that. The key projects which we've delivered during our partnership, we started with the funnelback implementation a few years ago. Squiz has also built us custom-built approver dashboards and also a custom staff profile solution. This aggregates data from multiple sources into a single endpoint for users of the web. We've obviously done the annual upgrades for both Squiz and Funnelback. And in the last couple of years, we worked with Squiz to create our Open Day online platform and Zoom integration. Given it was mid-pandemic, we had to quickly pivot to hold one of our biggest recruitment drives online. So that was a really big project that we worked with Squiz on as well. The most recent project has obviously been the upgrade to Matrix 6 in the cloud, which was earlier this year in 2022.
So we did the upgrade to Matrix version 6 a few months ago. And the reason for us doing the upgrade was we really wanted to provide benefit back to our publishing community around some of the new features and advantages that Matrix 6 had over version 5. So it was really about those publishers in our community having a nice clean dashboard with additional functionality that will make their jobs a little bit easier, and leveraging the latest and greatest of what Squiz has to offer from both a functionality point of view, but also a security point of view. The upgrade itself had been planned for quite some time in collaboration with both the university and Squiz, and the timing was dictated around resourcing. So when we had the resources to be able to plan it, write test cases, and really manage that upgrade quite meticulously, we didn't hit any major hurdles during the upgrade. And the reason for that was because we were able to plan it very carefully in collaboration with Squiz to identify some areas that might have posed a risk or needed to be fleshed out a bit more. So we're able to navigate any of those risks very safely. We installed Matrix 6 in a test environment initially to allow us to run through a series of test cases, both from a cross-browser perspective and mobile, testing both design and functional changes. The feedback from the publishing community has been really positive. We developed a range of new training materials with videos and written guides to help them on that journey. But I think by and large, the feedback we've had from the community is that version 6 is very intuitive and is a lot easier from their perspective as well.
I think some of the benefits to the university specifically has been that members of that broader web community have got a bit more functionality and oversight to the back end of that website. They're aware of what their capabilities are in terms of editing and publishing. And also, I suppose things don't maybe always go to plan, and we can have a little bit more of a gawk at where that has gone wrong. The catalyst for the University of Newcastle upgrading to the cloud was basically it allowed us to consolidate everything with Squiz, the hosting, Funnelback, and then obviously the CMS. Moving to the cloud gave us access also to more of Squiz's digital experience platform, where they've got marketplace with various different tools, and that. So I suppose being in the cloud makes that a lot easier to access, but also the upgrades, etc., relies more on us working with Squiz as opposed to needing that technical support from our end.
So the process of migrating to version 6 really involved a lot of planning from both sides. It's not every month you do a major upgrade, and the version 6 is a significant upgrade which required careful planning. So we had regular meetings with both our IT team and Squiz to fully plan it out, work out who was going to be involved from a resourcing perspective. We created detailed project plans. We had detailed test cases, test coverage, really clear roles and responsibilities. And then on the day of the migration itself, we had a really clear run sheet as to who was doing what. So from our perspective, it went really, really smoothly. At the same time that we did the upgrade to version 6, we also tackled the upgrade of our server environments to the Squiz Cloud. And that also went very, very smoothly. And again, that was because of the very clear and efficient planning processes that both Squiz and the university put in place. So our experience with Squiz has been really, really positive. it really feels like they're a partner rather than a supplier or a vendor. We have regular meetings with our account manager, who luckily enough is based in sunny Newcastle, so is always very keen to come on canvas and help plan out projects that we might be working on, to advise of any new features or products that are available from a Squiz perspective, but also, as you said, as support. We run regular web forums with our publishing community, which is 500 strong members across the university who are trained publishers. And Squiz have always been very helpful in providing content and presenting in some of those sessions as well. So it really feels like a close relationship. In the future, we are exploring a number of digital product offerings from Squiz, including Squiz Connect and their DXP as well. So really excited about the future of the relationship and really excited about Squiz's roadmap in general.